Welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some more Stoneshard, the one-handed mace, and hopefully getting into the right on target part of the build soon. We are back in ever so sunny Osbrook. This is our second time going through here and kind of clearing out missions and whatnot, so this should be a lot easier. And actually, there's a decent chance we could just kind of maybe wipe through all three if we clear them out quickly. Just get that done in today's episode. So looking through our gear, we're all repaired up with the exception of our helmet, which should be fine, but really our shield, which, well, we might not be. We'll get that up, even though I don't plan on having it really that much longer anyways. Humble chance, skill energy cost. Now that could be rather decent for us. That's irrelevant. Yeah, I dare say. I mean, don't get me wrong, counter chance is nice. So is energy cost. The energy cost is going to start going up, I think. Oh well. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go talk to Mayor. Let's I want to buy some more vegetables. Our immunity could be a little bit better. I'll get some extra food. It's really cheap. That's the wrong lady. There we go. You're a vegetable lady. Buy some oh so juicy pears. And let's go get a contract. Whip these contracts. It's basically to make some money, get a bit of experience, and we can farm up some rep this way. Okay, Kashi, sit down. Sorry, there's a cat in my lap. He is just so excited to be in my lap. He can't just sit there and enjoy himself. And now he has to headbutt the mic. Sit down. Alright. Sorry, I didn't read any of that. I was too busy fighting my cat. We're going to head to Fort Domain. There is a hapless peasant who's been captured. This should be a real peasant from town. Who knows which one it is. I feel like it's usually the merchant that gets captured, and then I'm kind of upset because I'd really like to have that merchant around. Let's see. Very interested in what this might be too. Let's talk Little Rock. Let's get out there and do it. This would probably be a rather uneventful trip out there, as your, follow-up trips tend to be. But that's okay. I just poured myself another cup of coffee. I'm very excited for that. There's nothing like that second cup of coffee, but first cup of coffee for an addict like myself is enough to get you feeling like you can get things done in the day. That second cup of coffee, that's pure enjoyment. I love it. People who don't enjoy coffee or other caffeinated beverages, God bless you. It's a burden, being addicted, even if in such a minor way to a minor substance as caffeine. I couldn't imagine having real addiction issues. Hard addiction issues was maybe a better way to put it. But honestly, I've gotten to the point now where I really do just enjoy the taste of coffee. I'm not saying I would ever drink decaf. It's just not my style. But I could entertain the idea of why people might. I really do. And I never thought I would. I didn't start drinking coffee until my late 20s. A lot of people, younger people these days, drink coffee. I wouldn't. Even if I did, I would drink it with mostly creamer. It was more of a milk drink or something, a sugary milk drink than it was a coffee drink. Now I just drink it black. It's delicious. And that second cup of coffee really gets you perked up and ready and excited. You did not almost step on that trap. It is on the other side of the fence, but I appreciate you finding it nonetheless. It's, whoa. Let's get this going. I guess you should be pretty, simple. If anything, we'll be resting a lot. Just to get our energy back. Our energy costs are a bit extreme. Poke me from afar. You can jump in here. No, you're gonna let your friend get in. Okay. We're gonna go for him first. I think he's more of a threat. Call me the B word again. Oh, wait, you can't. I keep just going. He had it coming. So we could smash up all these things looking for minor loot. Sometimes you get something really good. A nice pelt. But I'll take that, but I'm not going to identify the potion. A second crowbar. Could always have a backup. Like a backup. Maybe that's prudent. Or you just dual wield crowbars and attack people that way. I don't want to go through and take the time to break all those. Let's close in on this guy. Really don't want him just taking pot shots at me while I murder his friend here. Was it the best situation? No, but we don't have to play as carefully here as we did in the last dungeons. But we can fight 2 people at a time if we want. And walk away relatively unpunished. That's what I'm looking to avoid. There is our peasant friend. Not sure why I didn't really do anything there. I suppose it doesn't matter. Can't do much for him. We need to find the boss. Get the keys. But I have a feeling since he's on this floor, that means the boss will be on this floor. So that's how it works. In fact, I often feel like doors like this will lead you to it. Nope. Man, I would have looked so smart though, had it. Can't believe he hasn't switched over to melee. Seems rather silly, to be perfectly honest. Oh, that was quite the hit. Quite the hit. Get going, yeah. Teach him a lesson, maybe. I mean, I feel like I has taught him a lesson. He's dead, so... Oh, good, we need one of those. I forgot to buy one. Works out rather well. Speaking of things working out well, nope, that's just lettuce. Let's go ahead and eat these pears. Now seems like the time. Usually fruit will give you a decent morale bonus too. Let him step up. Get in our stance. Let him do his thing. He misses. We do not. We get an attack of opportunity there. Stun him on the way out. Now some street urchins no longer have a father. Timed that wrong, but that's okay. Once again, you don't have to worry about getting punished as much in these kind of dungeons, which is why it won't take us as long to get through them. Oh, I didn't go to that chest. Poor form of me, I didn't even search it. So excited to get out there and murder his friends. You cannot sit down and leave my microphone alone, little kitty. Then you do not get to sit in my lap anymore. You know the rules. Same rules every day for years. It just wants to test me. Imagine this is what having children is like, though. It only begins to describe the experience. Well, that's a straw. I'll tell you what. These guys might not have been rich, but they were rich in straw. Let's see what they had over here. Some crappy amber. Okay. Well, that was a disappointing experience, I'm not gonna lie. However, we're not done yet. We have only just begun. I always find it interesting when, like, the boss room was just some tiny room off the very beginning. Meanwhile, you went through and picked clean every corner. Knocked him right into that. I'd say he'll feel that tomorrow, but well, he's never gonna feel anything again. Alright, we are optimistic, as we should be. Things are going pretty well for us right now. Step up, step up. Perfect. Even though it's not necessary for us to time all our situations perfectly, it's still good form, good habit. And who knows, they always could get a couple lucky strikes and Now you being up top of it is no longer the circumstance. You're gonna regret being so loosey-goosey. Oh my. These are really nice to find. Of course we repaired that now. I was gonna say, actually, I doubt I could even do that. These are all gonna be better. Oh. Suppose we do that. We didn't seem to roll high on that, so that's good. Oh, break it. There we go. Oh, there's our boss. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's worth trying to make that happen. Let's just bring him in. We'll let him switch out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How you feeling there, bud? What's your name? Ram? The Witch Doctor? How did you get the title Witch Doctor? Well, either way. He's not feeling too good anymore. Come here. Come here. There we go. Oh, he's got flatbread. Delicious. Into one single coin. They're rich. You've relieved them of the burden of wealth. One coin. What a weird item generation. Alright. This whole place has been rather disappointing. However, we did get the Selkie, and I guess he kept all the money on him. I suppose that makes some sense. It seems like we had one more room down here. We might as well go down there and say hi. Axeman. Yes, I bet your skull does hurt. And some oil. Alright. Oh yeah, we should probably go rescue the peasant. I was gonna leave. Forgot all about him. I was like, well, we killed the boss, we're done here. That helpless peasant. Whoever you are, whatever your name is, I'm sure you're... Excuse me, very important. Family waiting at home. Probably. Imagine he just sees me walk in here, club this guy to death, not acknowledge him the slightest and leave. It's like, okay. Thank you very much. Thought it was done for. Thought it was the end. Goes without saying, I feel like crap. But it's nothing really. Just clear the way back, and I'll get out here on my own. Oh, also this is for you. They racked me pretty good, but I managed to keep a few things. Ooh. Hopefully I can eat all this before it goes bad. I feel like I have a fair amount of perishable food on me. The potato and stuff should be good for a long time. Oh, well. Same with the bread. I would imagine a baked loaf of bread, even for these times or days or whatever you want to call this time period. Since it's not really a time period, I guess. Bread should last for a bit. It's not going to go bad in a day. I know it's not like bread we have in today's world that's full of preservatives and probably a boatload of salt and stuff. You can eat it 2 weeks later and it's still safe. You know, real bread usually goes bad in a day or two, or at least gets stale, but I feel like we should be able to keep it on us for a while. And, you know, if it goes bad, we'll just throw it in the river for the ducks. You know, that's the thing about ducks. They're tenacious. They don't care. Yeah, it's probably actually not a good idea or safe for ducks to eat stale bread, moldy bread either, but I really don't know anything about ducks and how they work, their inner mechanics, but something will come by and eat it. You know, and probably be fine. Actually, I should Google that. Can you give birds stale bread? Will they be fine? I need some type of bird expert to explain bird to me. I don't know how to interact with them. How are we looking level-wise? Oh, look at that. Oh, so close. I think what I might do is keep this skill point, or ability point, whatever you want to call it, for unlocking this, because I don't want to wait 4 more levels till we unlock that naturally. I think what I want to do is probably buy the treaties, which would be quite the financial investment. Not only because it's probably expensive, but I think that one will have to go to Brynn for, which means we need $1,000 just to travel there. But we'll see. Let's go ahead. We will save. Get a nice proper save in. Mostly just, you know, sleep the day away though. Boy, we went the whole time without drinking water. The pears kept us going. I know you can rescue him and he'll give you like a usable item that will just give you rep, which is actually really cool. Alright, let's see. We don't. I'll probably throw one of these scrolls on the ground just in case we come back later and need it. Perfectly honest, I don't feel like it's something I really need to carry on me. You don't have that much money. Go ahead and sell that. I actually didn't really pick up that much treasure. Yeah, so I picked up a lot of food, which feels strange in a way. A lot of food. Okay, well I guess that keeps things simple. We'll sell the one mace I have to somebody. I know you are happy, kitty. Please sit down. You cannot hit the mic. You're not being very good today. There's our gold. Any other contracts? Yep, that one sounds perfect. We got things to do. These are just kind of repeating, rotating quests. I don't worry too much about them. It's still in good shape. Everything's probably in good shape. We really didn't do that much fighting. We'll go ahead and sell this. 33. It's something. 33, 87. Just make sure none of my stuff is going to break on me. Shoes, man. These shoes really take a beating. It is pretty intense. Alright. We are heading up there. Let's hit this place on the way back just to see what it is. I think that's reasonable. But I really want to get just through this as much as we can. After this, another set of Manshire contracts is what I normally do. But like I said, we might just head up to Brynn. We can check and double check in Manshire, but I think we'll have to go to Brynn to find the book we need. Unlock right on target, so we can start with that build. I think level 7 would be a decent spot to try it out. And then maybe we'll go back to Manshire and try the contracts there. Because I think we're not quite strong enough to do the Brynn contracts. That might not be completely accurate. Especially depending on the gear that we can find. But it's a little devastating when you walk all the way out. Those Brynn areas are usually pretty far, I feel like, in terms of distance. And then you walk all the way out there, get halfway through a dungeon, and then die because you really have no business being out there. But sometimes it's nice and fun to do a high risk, high reward kind of thing. You know, get that all that extra experience, maybe get some better drops. So you did it. And the sooner you can start kind of pounding those out and grinding out the rep, really the better for you. So I just don't like to go out there if we're going to completely get annihilated. But on the other hand, I'm used to doing that with mages, where I think that's a lot easier to happen to you. Not a melee build where you're in heavy armor with a blunt weapon that is really strong against everybody. At least as far as my experience so far. Knowledgeable, no one seems to be particularly tanky against it. Light armor people, if anything, are not doing all that extra damage to them. I guess for some reason we decided to walk around this way today. But you know what? That's fine. Whatever they want to do, it works for me. Should pop in here and almost immediately get our level, which would be nice. I do just enjoy the crypts. I don't know why I like the scenery of them. Go ahead, we will just step up. And then immediately put you in the ground. I guess technically we already are in the ground since I believe. Well, underground, but you know what I mean. Surprised that didn't level us. Oh, those will sell nicely. Stardust is for magic, right? This one? Yeah. But we can usually sell it pretty well. We got 5 experience away. Oh boy. still have our vigor, which is nice. There it is. Unidentified spear. How exciting. So I was talking to one of my viewers on the stream, and they were talking about how they were doing a warfare and... let me see what they said they were doing. Warfare and, I think, armor combat? Maybe athletics. But basically, they weren't putting anything into weapon specializations. Because I was complaining about how sometimes it's just really disappointing when you... I don't want to actually move the spear. You find something really, really nice, but that's not your build. So, you know, you can't really do anything with it. They're like, but that's why I'm doing this. And it's quite nice. What were we doing? Perception? What to say for our accuracy? That sounds right. That sounds right. And I just thought, well, that's really interesting. He's like, yeah, I've got a crossbow. I've got this. I switch things out. If I find a really nice weapon, doesn't matter what it is, I use it. And that just never really crossed my mind. I'm sure he's not the only one that doesn't. Other people probably realized and put together you can do such things. But not me. So that could be a fun thing to do sometime. Like this, just be like, unidentified shield. Which is actually something we could potentially use. It's great. Where are you? Health and energy restoration? It's not really great, but I suppose it's not terrible. It's more that it's the fact that it's destroyed, right? Alright. What else we got here? Alright, we do have a sense of heroism, which is very nice. You never know when you might need that. Go ahead. Just absolutely destroy him. As the rat, I'm not that concerned about. Maybe I should be. Rodents. I constantly underestimate them because you know they're rodents, but they have I don't want to say done me in. That might be playing it a bit, but they've definitely hurt me before. All right, nice. Let's keep this hate train going. Perfect. Next stop is bat death, I guess. What are we doing here? Just killing a necromancer and finding a book. Oh, that book. Well, can apparently let him take some shots at me. Not the situation I want to be in. Oh, we got him to back up. That's actually really great timing. Now I have no idea what he's doing, but... There we go. He's all in. So are we. He has learned an important lesson today. About death, but, you know, he's kind of already dead, so... I suppose maybe he's already learned that lesson. Maybe this is more of like a primer, brush him up on it. Maybe he's forgotten. I see bright lights down south there. And a lot of enemies, strangely enough. Let's go drink this water. I didn't realize that it happened. Do we want... You got 2 days. Oh, cat. Jesus. Hit down. You're not being good right now. I'm getting a little fed up with you. I am fed up with you. What do we want to apologize? There's no more cats. They're gone. They're all gone. Not really. Well, I think you were first. Just trying to read up on what snacks to eat. What kind of snacking defines me as an adventurer. Don't really like moving that position, but that's okay. It all worked out. Rest up, get some energy, just in case we find something behind this door we don't like. It's just a bat. And a new ring, huh? Humble chance 2% seems actually quite terrible. So do these leather gloves. This other stuff though. The new mechanic where you can find armor and tear it down to repair other armor is Pretty exciting. I think that's really cool. Let's see. There we go. He's missing all over the place, and I love it. Here we go. Let's check these real quickly. Club I don't care about. Continue your venture to see what else we can find. Unless there's a second floor here, we've got to be getting pretty close to finding whatever it is we're looking for. Well, it could very well be a second floor. I feel like typically 1 out of 3 dungeons when they respawn will have that second floor. That might not be precise or always accurate, but I feel like that's typically how it works out. This idiot just saw me. Those bonuses for dazing and staggering people, really quite impressive. Go ahead and deal with you before the back gets over here. That was easy. Still got a vigor bonus, which isn't much, but it's something. Ah, that's nice. Got a nice bonus to experience now. That. Don't even. Make sure the room's safe before I start marching over this guy. Attack of opportunity, please. Thank you. Just letting him walk around, do whatever. Have you considered hitting him? Just saying. Raises his shield. I prep as well. And down he goes. It's not noticing me down there somehow. Oh, my. I feel like it's gonna be very good, but pain resistance 10% is actually not terrible. Fumble chance 4%. +4 energy. No, I'm definitely not replacing the experience ring with it, because I'm a sucker for experience rings. But 4% counter chance and control resistance, that's going to be a hard one to give up. What is my fumble chance? It is 15%, which is actually a lot higher than I thought it would be. Chance to deal half damage with strikes and shots. Fumbling shot also causes arrow and bolts to break upon hitting their target. You cannot stagger, knockback, mobilize, or bleed anybody with a stumble chance. But I see. It's agility that increases fumble chance. This is just accuracy. Okay. Would that be better? I mean, that would take us down to by almost a third, right? Almost. We'll say a quarter. That's probably more accurate. Well, all we're really losing is 4% counter, which is a lot. Can I see my counter chance? I know I can, but I wanna, it's very hard to find. 35% is a lot of counter chance. And I feel like we do see a proc a lot. Physical resistance is also probably pretty nice. I imagine that applies everywhere, not just like to my hands or something weird. Interesting. It's probably, you know, one or the other. It's both good, just depending on whatever you prefer, but I think we're better off as is. Maybe ever so slightly. Maybe not so slightly. Maybe it's a very obvious choice to somebody who's smarter than me, but I'll keep it as is. And I will... Oh, that's a skill point. Yep, we'll keep the skill point for now. Offensive tactics, don't get me wrong, is pretty good. Step on up, friend. Never mind, you died. Ah, there they are. Alright, let's get our murder on. This is normally not at all how I prefer to go about this. In fact, I do wish I had my energy back. This is like the worst person to fight because he just never dies. He just never dies. We'll hit you with one of them. And we'll put you down. Like I said, being in an entry that's not open that just in case a ghost shows up. An entry dungeon means that we can play a little more fast and loose. Yes, just in case that happened. They always take like 10 turns to come back. Which is annoying because then I usually skip through the combat one too many times. Giving them more chances to hit me than they deserve. Now that, on the other hand, is something I would like to see. Is this not an identification scroll? Oh, that's an enchantment scroll. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm trying to... Well, I'm glad it wouldn't let me use it. Lead resistance? Yeah, sure, why not? Ooh, sweet, sweet copper chain. I don't know why I said it like that. There's our book. Interesting. Copper chain, you're not really going to do anything for me, let's be honest. You're not really worth even selling. Right. Mission success. We'll hang up the banner. Mission accomplished. George W. style. Well, oh, no, there's still room here. I was going to say we're all done. You're not all done. Silly man. Please pay attention. You have one bat and one skeleton to kill. Please act like it. Please act like it. This increases our fumble chance too. Actually, that's worth the note. Okay. And increases our accuracy, which is rather nice as well. So what is our accuracy right now? 100? Oh. You're putting points in accuracy, but my accuracy is quite high when I'm got my buffs on. Phenomenal news. That's okay. I still think a couple points in it will do as well. Why leave this forsaken place? Right. Just get that and get the fumble chance down. Plus the other bonuses. I think a well-rounded character is nice. That being said, I think maybe strength will be probably our main dump stat. That could be hard to say though. Either that or power based on, I guess it just depends on how heavy I want my armor to be, because we're gonna need a lot of max energy to make that work. The main thing about vitality though, or one of them, is block power recovery, but that doesn't really do anything for me. Or armor damage, body damage, crit efficiency, weapon power are block chance though, I guess is there, and that doesn't really do anything for me either. I don't know. If you have thoughts on that, let me know. Like I said, I think it mostly depends on how heavy your armor is going to be, and if we don't have a shield, I feel like heavy armor is just a smart choice. But perhaps I'm incorrect. Is it south of here? Indeed it was. Let's go on an adventure and check out this POI. And see what it's all about. Oh, there's a fox. What a lovely day to be a fox. I assume. Maybe it's not. I imagine a fox is a pretty decent life, despite, you know, what you're going around eating most of the time is like rodents. And whatever else foxes eat. They are very much like the puppers of the woods. No, I don't go out there and try to pet them. They're not. They are feral. I don't feel like I should have to explain that, but speaking of things to explain, where is this POI? What am I looking for here? I feel like I passed it. Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely passed it. Maybe it's back up here. Could have gone back to town. I probably could have made it before everything closed. Ah, here it is. Camp. That's a lot of people. Luckily, they're low-level bandits. I'm sure I'll be fine. This guy's dancing around tree the whole time. I've already killed his friends. Broken in their legs. All, you know, mafia style. Okay, excellent. What did we get for our troubles? Oh, we just got some experience, if nothing else. We get to cook a potato. Look at all I'm pretty excited for. Sometimes they have things you can search, but looks like just a treasure chest for us. And that. Oh, a dragon fruit. Dragon fruit are delicious. Maybe not so much in real life, I don't know, but do I have anything cloth that I could repair with this? Is the real question. I'm gonna guess no, but we could always just stick it on this really crappy cape. It's better than just letting it sit there, I suppose. Go ahead and we'll sleep till morning. Time we get back home. It's quite nice. Oh, there it is. There's one there. Oh. Wow, there's quite some stuff. Rats. We've got so much money just hanging out in bags. That makes this really difficult. Because I really kind of like this wolf belt. It's worth a fair amount of money. This isn't. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? Do you want to sell that? This bread's not really worth it. It takes up a lot of space. I mean, it's food. So, you know, you feel bad just throwing it away. But we can merge these. That's one more space. Copper ring. Not worth it. There's our final space. Now, the dog pelt, unsurprisingly, not that valuable. We'll pass up on that. I mean, the wolf pelt's not a fortune, right? But we'll take it. We'll tell the man we did it. We didn't. He doesn't need to know that. Now, we could get a knife. We do a lot of crushing and bludgeoning damage. We could fight wolves and stuff and boars and skin them for very easy money. I very much enjoy the hunting aspect of this game. It's one of the reasons I'd really like to do a range build. In fact, I'm excited if they get a fishing update out soon, which they want to do. They want to add fishing and stuff like that. I think an outdoorsman-y kind of build where you make your own bedrolls and live out here and you go hunt and fish and, you know, maybe even say screw it to the whole actual point of the game. Could be a lot of fun. Just live in the woods. You know, sure, maybe it's not going to be a very long and fulfilling playthrough with much to accomplish. Maybe it's not even the series that I do, and maybe it's something I just do by myself to enjoy it, but it just seems like a different fun way to play the game, and sometimes it's really fun just to do things differently, you know? Just to feel a different aspect of the game than you normally do. Alright, let's pop in here. We'll sell that pelt. He'll give us the most amount of money for the pelt, so we'll start there. In fact, I dare say maybe we'll go to Brynn now. Forgot about the other pelt. Yeah, we'll sell these things. Yeah, maybe we'll go to Brynn now. We'll pick up that treaties. Because we have the skill point. It's kind of a waste for it just to... Oop, don't pick up that bucket. It's not your bucket. Kind of waste just to have the point sitting around. Let's pick up this identification scroll. Let's pick up one of our purses. Oh, that one's got money in it. Okay, well, we definitely have the money we need then. Oop. I forgot we had that money. My bad. Go talk to him. We'll sell him this dagger because he should give us the most amount for the dagger. And 84 is really not that bad. We'll see what this guy's able to afford for us. Not too much. He doesn't have a lot of money. Sell that to the herbalist. Oh yeah, We did pretty good there. Let's see here. Oh, it's cursed. Bloodlust. Well, I don't think Bloodlust is the one for us. However, this is a ring that I would just like to have. So I'll buy a disenchantment just to keep it. It's an expensive ring nonetheless. +6 energy. 13 crushing resistance. I think I could do without the crushing resistance, to be perfectly honest. But crit chance for health. I just don't think that's a decent idea. Maybe if we were late game, we had more vitality and our health was higher. That would mean a lot less to us. I don't think crit chance is really that big of a deal to us either. You have a disenchantment scroll for me, right? Take that. Let's take this one too, just because I can do this and see that that is also cursed and that no one will want it. Oh, 15% energy drain. +6 health. 4 accuracy. This actually might be something I want to wear as is. Energy drain is great. Fatigue resistance. Since I'm not casting spells, we are definitely still affected by fatigue, but I don't know if that's really that big of a deal. All things said and done. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that on. Now we lose that 3% accuracy and fumble chance plus a 3 energy, but I think the 6 health is nice. The black power is relevant for now, but not much longer. We get more accuracy back, but energy drain? Very nice. And then we'll go ahead and... This was the disenchant? Yep. We'll disenchant this guy. Stick it on there to get that extra 5% experience. Plus, you know, energy restoration is always nice. We can sell ye... Nope, we can't sell it to you. Never mind. Alright, let's go turn this in. And then I think we'll talk to our friend. We'll head to Brynn. And pick up that treatise and probably immediately turn back around. I'm here for my reward. You owe me money, friend. I'm just really excited to get into the right on target build. It might go terribly. This might be a terrible idea, but that's alright. The whole point of this is to do it. And I think now's the time. Here's your 1,000. Yeah, let's go. Take me to Brynn. It's really great animation. It really adds a lot of life to the character, the way he crawls out of that. It's very small details like that, especially around these main characters and these storylines, that impress me. There's still many things that need to be done, but I can manage without you from now. Go on, explore the city, recover your strength, and in the meantime, I'll find a suitable place for the horses. I'll meet you at the docks by the Close Harbor Tavern. It's located right to the city wall. You can't miss it. I'll see you there. Unfortunately, we no longer have our free transportation back between Osbrook and Brynn, or Osbrook and Manshire. Just one of the main reasons I usually hold off a little bit, just because it's nice to have that. It's not super expensive, but it's nice to have that free travel back and forth. Continue the conversation. What's your name? I'm Marta, and yes, I'm a mercenary. He sizes you up with a look of distrust. Well, with that out of the way, I have a question. Can you read? Well, of course. Good to hear it. Take this leaflet. That's everything you need to know. Everything I need to know is not really anything I care about. But I will read it for the 11 experience. We also get experience for discovering this town square. It's late, but here you can buy a lot of mid-game treaties from the printing house. And as far as I know, this guy is open 24/7. You will also pay the most amount of money for your books that I've found. So do keep that in mind as well. We want... That's a sword. Where is it? Where are you? He's got to have it, right? I'm not making this up. Survival, no. Dual wielding, no. These are all magic. Warfare. Offensive tactic, right on target. There it is. It's grand. Like I said, it's expensive. We need that going into it. We got defensive targets and right on target. There we are. And because he buys them for the most, we can sell it to him for a supreme loss, of course, but there you have it nonetheless. Now it looks like everyone is closed up for the day. Does that include you? This is the Elven shop. It's a pretty decent place. He's not closed. They have very unique and like specific gear to them, which I just think is really cool. Max energy restoration ability, energy cost. That's actually pretty good for Someone who's fighting melee. Also has a really good cape. Do I want to spend a majority of my money on a cape? Honestly, the answer might be yes. This is a pretty decent cape. It increases our dodge chance quite a lot, which I think is going to be really important for right on target, right? Our counter chance goes up, and of course physical resistance is always nice as well. Is it the best cape? No, not at all, but it is a good cape. Let's make some room. It is a good cape. So we'll take it. We'll even buy the scrappy one, which I couldn't care less about now. You can actually buy these for decent amounts. And that as well. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all that. Sure, whatever. I don't think that sells for that great anyways. Alright, let's, do you want to buy this? We can probably do better as well. Let's look at our skills. Look at this right on target. We'll do another quick, just view here. What is this and what does it mean? Right on target. It is modified by, well, basically everything. Grants all attack skills plus 5 accuracy, decreased fumble chance, and increased crit chance. That alone is actually quite nice. If equipped with one-handed, and that's regardless. Even if you just pick it up and do nothing else with it. If equipped with a one-handed melee weapon while the second hand is empty, grants 10% main hand efficiency, 11% weapon damage, 13% armor penetration, decreased fumble chance, decreased damage taken by 6%, which is very meaningful, and decreased skill and cost, which is also quite meaningful. Excited. I've seen people do this with like swords to make a fencer kind of build, but I'm excited to see this. The increased main hand efficiency is pretty cool. Now that hasn't updated. Apparently, there we go. Now we do from 20 to 25 damage. Obviously, a very large amount. To mention our accuracy should have jumped up a bit. And our fumble chance should have gone down a bit. Indeed, they have. I do just enjoy good passives in games. Also, now without the shield in our way, look how fancy we look. Super fancy. Ready to go out in town. The only thing we need now is, well, we need a lot of things, but a much nicer weapon would do. Our weapon's not bad, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think we got real lucky finding a pretty decent weapon as early as we did. Better gear, of course, all the way around. The only person that we can really buy weapons from at this point, there are a couple people. It would be this guy who will be giving us jobs later, so it's okay to talk to him now anyways. He's basically works for the Vanguard. He wants to know if we will join. Unfortunately, we're a mercenary and we're bound by another contract, so we couldn't even if we wanted to. That's too bad. You look like a resourceful lass. The job here is to manage supplies, but also find a contract or two if you want. Certain things that we simply don't have time to deal with. And by the way, if you prove yourself, be someone I can count on, I might just give you access to some of my old supplies. I almost forgot. Take this. Who knows? Maybe I'll change your mind about joining. Once again, I will take it to read it. But this is where you'll get your repeatable quests for the town if you're not familiar with this place. Oof. The Warnal. He said he does sell battle gear. However, seems like we're kind of out of luck for now. This is not what I would say is spectacular by any means, a spectacular upgrade. In fact, it's really just kind of a worse version of what we have in a lot of ways, other than its base protection. It does have a lot more durability though, so I will give him that. This more or less answers my question. As you do with anything, throw that on the ground. When it gives you something nice, throw it on the ground. No reason to be polite. So real quickly, I actually just want to... This is a really nice, large town with a lot of character in it. A lot of people to talk to, a lot going on, different shops everywhere, things to explore. I really, really do enjoy this town and the amount of work they put into it. I don't think it's quite finished. Nothing in this game, I believe, is quite finished, but we'll go around and explore each section because we'll get extra experience for each one. But for the most part, we don't really have anything to do with Brynn yet. I came here for just the treaties, to spend some money on things, buy a fancy cape, you know. The normal stuff. Wait, can we get back now? Or do we have to finish the main storyline stuff? I think we have to finish the main storyline stuff, which is something I didn't think about and wish I would have kind of thought about before coming out here. I don't think we can get a cart ride back until we go and visit him, which is kind of unfortunate, but not really the end of the world. Yeah, that looks like our horses. Poop. Ah, yeah. I was afraid of such things. All right, let's go meet him by the docks then. I was hoping to go back to Osbrook and maybe start clearing that up and get, you know, get a feel of how this is going for us. And wrap up the episode that way, but I think we're gonna have to, I mean, this has already been going on for 50 minutes, so we'll finish this, get our fast travel back so we can go back to Osbrook, finish what we were doing there. We'll wrap up the episode that way. And although we still have a fair amount of money, I'm pretty happy with how we're working. We think our gear is pretty decent. Decided to get right on target. I think the amount of damage we'll do will be rather stellar. And, you know, this is the point of the playthrough, is to have it, so it only makes sense to have it. That's right. I'm so used to scrolling down there because I've already opened up the vision. But we haven't done that yet, so. So there's a brothel here in a bathhouse that you can't really do anything with yet, but that's alright. So the docks he was talking about is here. This is a very nice, this is the cheapest inn in the whole city. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you got lost. Wouldn't be the first time. Bryn's house isn't far. Follow me, don't fall behind. Like or not, I can walk there just fine. I already know what it is, so I don't need to follow him. Struck it here. Good day, man or lady. No, can't tell. Okay. Here we are. We'll get our answer soon enough. Is this where your great alchemist lives? He now has his quirks, there's no denying it. His previous dwelling was a mansion in the old towers. I remember him constantly complaining about his meddling neighbors and how they wouldn't keep their noses out of his affairs. Anyways, he sold his lavish house and then used the money to purchase a shack from a gang of smugglers. Once he fixed the leaky roof, he moved in and has been here ever since. There's so much going on in the docks that Gwendol barely draws any attention. He didn't even bother to take the boards off the windows. Apparently they do a great job at warding off prying eyes, and dim light is in fact preferable when practicing alchemy. Sure. Gwendol, open up, it's Varen. The animations on the door, phenomenal. Holy hell, are you asleep in there? The door isn't locked. Alright, better stay close. Someone really did a number on this place. What happened? Well, if I know. I don't think he's home. It's quite possible that he ran off his own accord, or someone had to help him with it. We need to figure out which one it was. A thorough look through would be a good start. So basically, we just have to go around and look for things. Nothing really here worth noting. You have to notice this stuff. Flasks are empty. Apart from some moldy spots, there's no evidence of them being used in experiments. These notes are indecipherable. The moisture has turned the words into an inky, blotchy mess. Usually you can tell, and I think we just need to read this right now. Way too risky. I'm afraid there's no other choice. I need to act before it's too late. I'll deal with Varen later. For now, it's important that him finding the item he was sent to retrieve. Let's try that again. For now, the most important thing is for him to find the item he was sent to retrieve. Words are hard. We should focus on, yep, that was it. Let's have to look at this one too. Yeah, okay. Found anything? See for yourself. I found this journal. Varen takes a moment to read it. Deal with Varen. Interesting. I can't think of anything that would have provoked him. We had no arguments to speak of, and I didn't have any unnecessary questions. I have a bad feeling about this. Anyhow, found anything else up? No, the place has been picked clean. Gwendol isn't stupid. He would have leave anything important in plain sight. Can't be this simple. The shack doesn't look lived in at all. Forget about a bed. There isn't even a bench to sleep on. Mark my words, there's a hidden stash here. Go search every corner. How about we focus on the other room? Well, obviously it's the bookcase. I knew it. Now I understand why you chose to squallow in an old shack in particular. Time to see what's downstairs. Ah, the stench. And no sign of Gwendol, of course. Must be at least some clues for us to discover. Let's get to work. Cat, sit down. Jeez, Louise, the cats today, man. The cats are out of control. More journal pages. Have a look at this. There's a small puddle of bluish liquid at the bottom of this apparatus. It gives a strong, unpleasant smell. It smells unmistakable. It's a residue from his famous elixir. Gross. Famous or not. Here's some of it now. Keep that. Read this. I don't know if we have to read it in order or anything. I mean, we don't have to read it in any order, but maybe it helps deciphering things. There is a Tom journal. I imagine it's a typo. There it says Torn journal. However, there's really nothing to do with it. So let's see. We've read 1. Here's 2. Was the price I paid too high? Perhaps. Was there any other way? I don't think so. Even everything unfolds according to destiny. Therefore, I'm to endure every hardship thrown at me without flinching. I must never forget the reward awaiting for me at the end of this. Far outweighs the price of misery. Each new day is harder than the last. I'm running out of supplies, and I don't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I fear the sight of my reflection. If nothing changes, I have a few months left at best. Possibly in Maine. There must be at least some records of in the Academy's library. After all, if not there, then where? Still, it won't hurt to go through every archive I can get my hands on. The cathedral, the university, some of the abbeys that are still intact. Anything here that I still need to look through? I don't think so. Yeah, this, whatever that is. It reeks of death. Judging by the nevermind. Any luck? I found more journal pages. Take a look for yourself. Slowly goes through the adorned pages. Some of them hold his attention longer than the others. What do you make of all this? The upper floor is trashed, the laboratory is intact, but it's safe to assume that we weren't the only ones who wanted to answer, or question him. There's no telling who it is, though, Journal. Gwenel rubs shoulders with all kinds of peoples. Looks like he had packed everything of value before he left. At the very least, there's no evidence of struggle. Whoever turned Gwenel's house upside down, I don't think he found what he was looking for. This mess is much more complicated than I expected. Well, that's Gwenel for you. I've known him for a decade, and he never fails to surprise me. Was he sick or something? Beats me, he certainly didn't look healthy the last 3 times I saw him, but that's what you get when you're slaving over an alchemy table day and night. In any case, that's not important now. The mess here is much more complicated than I expected. We already read that. How are we supposed to find him? I wish I had an answer. There aren't many leads for us to follow. It's possible that he's laying low somewhere in the city, or he could go to Maine? The journal mentioned it. He's likely gathering information about Stoneshards. After all, before I went to that thrice-cursed abbey, I spent days scouring through libraries of both university and cathedral. Wait a second, the abbey. While I was making my way out of the cell, I stumbled upon some archives and a few closed doors. The monks had a Stoneshard in their possession for many years. I'm sure they made at least some notes of it. Gwenel will definitely want to read those at some point. And if that's the case, our best interest is to go there first. I want to make sense of what's going on before we actually find him. As for tracking him down, I'll make some inquiries along the way. It's not like he vanished into thin air. So what's the plan? We already have the cart and the horses, so nothing's preventing us from going to the abbey and searching it top to bottom. Still, I'd like to more time, make sure that the caravan is ready for the long road ahead. We'll depart when I'm finished all necessary preparations. I'll leave you to your own devices for the time being, and as soon as I need your help, I'll let you know. Brynn is a big city rife with opportunities. Take your time. By the way, I'm going to set up a temporary camp outside the city walls. You'll be able to find me there. See you soon. And more or less, that's it for the storyline of the game right now. Lots of reading. Lots of good storyline in this game. It's morning. Could visit some vendors, but we're not filthy rich. Yeah, granted. Just litter these everywhere, screw it. Some of these things will sell pretty well. This is a really great potion that does a lot, but typically I sell it too. To be perfectly honest. The money means a lot more to me, especially in the earlier parts of the game. Let's go to the jewelry here. You can find some very nice things. Please don't close. Some very nice things here, but of course they're quite expensive. And as you get more rep with this town, you really do find just better and better things. There's a nice ruby ring that I was hoping he might be selling, but I think we're going to need a higher rep with them before we can do that. Or, you know, probably really anything else. Should give us the most for this, though. There's something that we could turn that into for rep, but we're not there quite yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. am going to worry about is getting back to Osbrook. I don't think any of these people are quite open yet. There's a bank here. I don't think the bank does anything except, you know, you can pay them to keep things there, which you don't really need to do. You can keep things literally anywhere. No one will touch it. You can also get banknotes where you trade large sums of money for kind of IOU papers or credit that you can only use in Brynn, which honestly is at some point the only place you really need to spend money anyways. But that's not something I really usually deal with either, because I don't feel like it's really worth it. Let's get one more. Nice drink there. Oh, hello there. I'm a mercenary. Do you need a ride? Yes. Let's go to Osbrook. It's the most expensive ride right now. But we'll go there. Alright, good luck. Good luck indeed. Let's go eat some potato. Perfect. And this is where I'll end the episode. I want to thank everybody for coming by. I hope you guys are enjoying this series half as much as I am making it. I'm excited to get the right on target build. I'm excited for new equipment. I'm excited to see how it all plays out, and I hope you are as well. Please stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.